Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Yes, very quickly, I have been a little bit absent, normal life, work, nothing important, but I have the good news, a lot of watches that I wanted to review. I haven't had the chance to do it, and this will be an opportunity to try to come back with more regular content. So I just came back from my USA trip. I was there for work, and I finally managed to grab one of the Jack Mason watches, specifically the Strat-o-timer. So if you are based in Europe, like myself, this is a brand that has not yet reached very much the European context. And I have been really trying hard for the last 2 years to get a hold on them, because especially when it's a micro brand and a micro brand from the United States in particular, I want to have a relationship with them. I want to know who they are, what their thoughts were, have a quick chat, an exchange of emails, ideas, and as you are probably, if you have seen this brand, I was curious to have more information before actually buying one or deciding to have one lent to review. So this never happened. It's a pity because I tried several times. I tried with their customer service. They answered me back. They tried to put me on contact with the Peter, which I think it's one of the owners, but he never came back. I wrote probably 3 or 4 emails. They were probably thinking I was stalking. I have no idea, but I had no answer. It's a pity. Anyway, I managed to buy one at the end, for myself, obviously, no contact directly with them. And it's quite funny because I actually bought another version. They had two limited edition just released, and both of them were collabs limited with beverage, soft drinks that from the United States, that in Europe we don't see that much. One of them is Dr. Pepper, that you will find, but the other one is from the same group, obviously, the AW root beer. But root beers is not something from European countries. Root beer is something more from the United States. It has a history. It has a history of the floater, in which you have this Big Mac with root beer and an ice cream, vanilla ice cream inside. So it is very, very root connected. And AW, root beer, Dr. Peppers, they are both Texas origin, like is Jack Mason brand. So it makes a lot of sense, the type of collaboration. But also through the years, for you of lovers of the GMT Rolex watches, we have been calling some of these nicknames to the Rolex, and one of them is the root beer. So it is very well known because of that, at least among watch passionates. And for the first time ever, we actually have a real root beer watch. So this is something I think very fun, anecdotal, and important. I just want to have a look for you guys on what you receive. You have a pouch, a very nice pouch, the warranty. I really like the box. It is seems from recycled materials, but also it's small and it's nice. It has the nice design on the collaboration. I think this is a very nice touch compared to the big boxes that I hate and I don't know where to put from other brands. So going back to Jack Mason, so I don't know if this is good or bad, and probably I was bad not to contacting them back, but I actually bought the Dr. Pepper, beautiful new edition with green and red. It was based on the non-sugar Dr. Pepper bottles, because the root beer was sold out, totally sold out. This is a limited edition of 200 pieces, and I was expecting my Dr. Pepper. But then what I got delivered to the hotel, I was obviously transiting in the USA, was actually the root beer. So usually I would need to contact them back and tell them, there was a mistake with the order. Please send me the Dr. Pepper or something like that. I didn't bother really, first of all, because I was traveling. I didn't have a lot of time to do it. Second of all, I love the Dr. Pepper. It's actually quite nicer. And third, I didn't feel bad that it was a mistake that someone didn't receive it, because the watch was sold out. So maybe they had just one box that was not, well, I don't know, part of the countdown and remained in the warehouse, and nobody knew about it, and it was mixed with the Dr. Peppers. I have no idea, but it was a nice surprise, the mistake, and I really hope they don't make that mistakes with other orders. But anyway, for me, it played well. So I don't know. It's just an anecdotal thing. I really love this root beer, and I wouldn't be sending it back to get the Dr. Pepper, even if I am considering getting the Dr. Pepper, because after a whole 2 weeks almost owning the watch, I have really come to love the DNA design that it has. I was not expecting it. It is almost a 39 millimeters case, and as you can see, it is a cushion case shape. So that sometimes might make it look like it was bigger. It's 40 millimeters, but when I was measuring in some points, you can feel the 39, and the lug to lug is 47. Obviously, the strap it's at 20 millimeters that will taper up to 13.2. So this gives you a really well wearable watch. It has a normal today size, but it wears kind of vintage, even if it's not under the 40 mil. So definitely that is a plus. The movement is a Miyota 9075 jumping hour GMT. I think they were one of the first using this movement, and I can tell you that it works very smoothly. I know Miyotas and have several of them, but I never had the 9075 with the jumping hour. So it is the same function that you will find in a GMT Master Rolex, just for everyone to know, and it works like a charm. I'm really happy with it. The overall design is beautiful, and this is one of the things that I like the most about the watch. The quality that you're getting for your money. These watches are around 1,000 euros, more or less. And it's way more to what you're going to be paying for it. That is for sure. The quality of the strap, it is a screw down strap. You don't see it here because I took some of them, but you can see it here. It has a quick adjustable size on the clasp. The clasp, as you can see, has no scratches, because actually I found out that this stainless steel has been treated with an anti-scratch resistance. It is obviously a full stainless steel clasp. This version has a closed back case, and it is showing the AW logo. The Dr. Pepper has an open case back. I like open case backs, and actually the Miyota looks quite good. The rotor actually has Dr. Pepper written on it, so it's definitely very nice. Here you can find the accents of the GMT hand on an orange. The dial is beautiful. It has that kind of dark cola color that reminds you very well on the root beer. You have a sapphire crystal obviously on the dial, but also a sapphire crystal bezel with Lium numbers on it, and the colors are just beautiful. I will show you guys the jumping hour just for everyone to remember. You have the date also. This is the jumping hour, so you change just your time without changing the GMT hand like other movements. So one thing that I really like also on the design is that they have actually placed the date at the 6 o'clock with a window that is very similar to the indexes that you will find in here, and I think that is perfect. It looks harmonious. They have just released also a titanium version of the Strat-o-timer. I think it looks fantastic on pictures. I haven't seen it in real life, but if it wears and looks a little bit like the one that I have, definitely a piece for you to own. So overall, I don't want to keep this video to be very long. I will just show some wrist shots. It is a fantastic watch. I really was surprised and love it, up to the point that I would like to have even some other versions of this same Strat-o-timer. Yes, that is how bad it is. And the reason for that is, first of all, because it wears very nicely. You can see here partly the loom. The loom works a charm also. But in my 18 centimeters wrist, you can see that it fits perfectly. The color that the dial are gonna be giving you due to that kind of sunburst into the brown are just fantastic. Overall, I am really glad that I managed to get one of these while I was traveling in the USA. Obviously, if you can get it cheap here in Europe. You will have to pay probably some VAT on it, but it's definitely worth it still. So, for any of you guys that are in Europe and were thinking about this brand, I think this is probably one of the first European videos reviews. I will do one in Italian also for the Italians very soon. I have other watches that I wanted to show you guys. I had also this new Al Alpina. Yeah. Um, I have recently also received this one from Nubio. And there are other watches that I bought in the last couple of months that are definitely interesting for you to have a look. But I just wanted to get the Strat-o-timer out of the picture because it was quite a surprise. They have the logo here on the crown, very well executed. Again, I have a joyful interpretation of what I'm sharing because I was very, very positively surprised. I'm really sorry that I didn't manage to get any response from the owner. I would have loved to have more information to share with you guys on this video. It's a pity they might have been busy. I have no idea. But I tried. I tried emails, the one that the customer service gave me. I tried Instagram, nothing. So maybe if they wake up at some point and come back to me, I will let you know, guys, because I would love to know more. I would love to know more about the new titanium model. I don't know why they are not trying to make these watches more easily available for the European market. They are fantastic. I really love it. You have seen how it wears on my wrist. 18 centimeters, obviously I am on the medium size range, but it is really nice. Bear in mind, I have traveled with this watch on my way back. So I was carrying baggages. I was, the normal things that you do when you're traveling in an airport, spending hours there. And not a single scratch. The treatment that they are using, similar to the Seikos, I suppose, it's really working very well to reduce at the maximum the amount of small scratches. So anyway, there you have it, guys. Really nice watch. Hope that you like the video, and we'll be seeing each other very soon, I promise. This time I will try to come back. I have a little bit more of time to dedicate. So let's see each other in the next video. Until then, please take care.